What if I told you that some of the most powerful tools on the planet are sitting on Amazon right now, available to almost anyone? We're not talking about toys. We're not talking about gimmicks. We're talking about gear so overpowered, so unexpected, that in some countries, just owning it would raise serious legal questions. But they are. And once you see them, you'll understand why people can't stop talking about them. Byrna EP. This is the Byrna EP. And the moment you hold one, you understand why people call it the most powerful non-lethal defense tool on the market. It fires chemical irritant and impact projectiles at over 300 feet per second, and it does it without gunpowder, without a background check requirement in most states, and without making a single loud sound. It's CO2-powered, lightweight, and built to stop a threat cold from up to 60 feet away. Competitive shooters use them for training. Outdoor hikers carry them for wildlife deterrence. And when used responsibly, it gives you a serious defensive advantage. No licensing required in most jurisdictions. 10-point crossbow. Now this is where things get serious. The 10-point crossbow is a precision-engineered hunting and sport shooting weapon that generates over 400 feet per second of bolt velocity. That's faster than most entry-level firearms, and it does it in near total silence. What makes 10-point stand out is the engineering. Self-cocking mechanisms, carbon fiber limbs, military-grade optics compatibility. This isn't a beginner's toy. This is a professional-grade tool used by competitive archers, licensed hunters, and backcountry survivalists who need accuracy without noise. Atomic Bear Tactical Pen. On the surface, it's just a pen. A heavy, well-balanced aircraft-grade aluminum pen. But the Atomic Bear Tactical Pen is engineered with a hardened steel tip that can shatter tempered glass, a DNA collection grooved grip, a built-in glass breaker on the reverse end, and a body tough enough to be used as a Kubotan-style self-defense tool in trained hands. Search and rescue teams carry these. Aviation professionals keep them in their kits. Everyday people slide one into a shirt pocket and walk through any security checkpoint completely unchallenged. Carabiner Knife. This shouldn't even be legal in some places, and yet it clips right onto your backpack like any other piece of gear. The Carabiner Knife is exactly what it sounds like. A fully functional carabiner, used by climbers and hikers for load-bearing tasks, with a concealed folding blade built directly into its frame. Open it with one hand, deploy the blade in a second, and close it just as fast. Outdoor survivalists swear by it. It functions as a genuine carabiner rated to real weight loads, while simultaneously offering immediate blade access for cutting cordage, emergency strap removal, or brush clearing. Body armor. Most people have no idea this exists as an Amazon purchase, but you can buy certified ballistic body armor right now, no questions asked, and have it delivered to your door. We're talking NIJ-rated Level EIA soft armor panels, the same protection standard used by law enforcement, in concealable carrier vests designed to be worn under regular clothing. Ultra-thin, ultra-light, and rated to stop multiple handgun rounds. Security contractors use them on assignments. Journalists operating in high-risk zones wear them on the job. Civilians in certain professions carry them as standard personal protection. Streetwise Stunbrella. It opens, it closes, it keeps the rain off, and it delivers 500 volts on contact. The Streetwise Stunbrella is a fully functional, heavy-duty umbrella with a built-in stun device integrated invisibly into its handle. The electrical contacts are hidden, the charge is massive, and from the outside it is completely, utterly indistinguishable from a standard umbrella. Personal safety advocates who need a discreet carry option love this for urban environments. Dog walkers, late-night commuters, and solo travelers have made it a quiet bestseller in the self-defense category. Trailblazer Lifecard. This is the Trailblazer Lifecard. It is, without question, one of the most engineering-dense objects in the world of legal sporting firearms. When folded, it is the exact size and thickness of a credit card. Literally fits in a wallet. When unfolded, it becomes a fully functional .22 caliber single-shot pistol with a rifled barrel, legal in most states as a standard Title I firearm, with standard background check purchase requirements. Survivalists and backcountry hikers carry it as an absolute last resort emergency tool. The engineering precision required to fit a functioning firearm into that form factor has made it legendary in the sporting goods community. Telescopic Baton. Closed, it sits in your palm, barely 7 inches long. Extended, in under a second, it becomes a hardened steel rod over 21 inches in length. The Telescopic Baton, also called an ASP-style expandable baton, is used by security professionals, law enforcement, and martial arts practitioners worldwide. The mechanism is mechanical perfection. A flick of the wrist extends it fully, and a downward strike on a hard surface retracts it instantly. Legal for civilian ownership in many states as a sporting and personal protection tool, the baton is favored for its portability, intimidation factor, and zero mechanical complexity, no batteries, no CO2, no moving parts beyond the extension mechanism itself. SABRE pepper spray. You've seen pepper spray before. You think you know what it does. You probably underestimate it badly. SABRE Red. The professional-grade formula is used by law enforcement agencies in over 40 countries. It's not standard OC spray. It delivers a triple-active formula, maximum strength OC, CS military tear gas, and UV marking dye simultaneously in a stream that fires up to 12 feet. The UV dye marks an attacker invisibly for up to 48 hours, allowing law enforcement identification afterward. The gel formula reduces blowback to the user, and the 4-year shelf life makes it reliable for long-term carry. Runners clip the keychain version to their shoes. Cyclists mount it on handlebars. Parents hand it to college students. Hero 2020. Most people have no idea this exists. The Hero 2020 is a personal safety alarm and deterrent that combines a 130 decibel siren, louder than a jet engine at close range, with a built-in LED strobe light and a wrist strap pull-pin activation system. The moment that pin is pulled, it screams continuously until a pin is reinserted. The psychology behind this design is backed by research. Most threats, whether human or animal, are deterred immediately by sudden, sustained, disorienting noise and light. No training required, no aim required, no physical strength required. Elderly individuals carry them for medical emergency signaling. Karambit Knife. The Karambit is one of the oldest and most deliberately engineered blade designs in the world. Originating from Southeast Asian martial traditions, refined over centuries for a single purpose: total retention and maximum control. The curved, talon-shaped blade follows the natural arc of human hand movement. The retention ring locks it into your grip. You literally cannot drop it. Modern production karambits, available on Amazon from brands like Fox Knives and CRKT, are made from premium steel with ergonomic grips and legal blade lengths. Tactical training instructors use them as demonstration tools. Competitive practitioners of Filipino martial arts carry them for sport. Tactical Tomahawk. And we end on this, because nothing on this list closes the gap between primitive and modern quite like the Tactical Tomahawk. Modern tactical tomahawks, from manufacturers like SOG and CRKT, are machined from aerospace-grade steel with full-tang construction, polymer handles rated for sub-zero temperatures, and a blade geometry engineered for breaching, chopping, and throwing with equal precision. The U.S. military reintroduced the Tomahawk into active combat use during the Gulf War and hasn't stopped since. Special operations units carry them as breaching tools. Search and rescue teams use them for vehicle extraction. Competitive axe throwers have built an entire professional sport around them. Legal to own, all legal, all available, all more powerful than they have any right to be. Every single one of these exists in a space where engineering, legality, and raw capability intersect, and somehow most people scroll right past them. But here's what I'll leave you with. This list barely scratches the surface. There are tools out there, legal, purpose-built, available to the public, that make everything you just saw look mild.